What's up everybody, it's Sean here today to give you guys a review of the Pokemon collaboration with Puma on this Puma Suede in the Squirtle colorway. Today's video is sponsored by Heffelux. Heffelux is my all-time favorite sneaker insoles, and they sell ETPU insoles, which really is the same material you'll find inside Adidas Boost. So if you're looking to add some additional comfort inside your shoes, be sure to check out their website, which I've linked down below in the description box. You'll see they sell a variety of different insoles, so depending on the type of insole density and the cushioning setup you're looking for, you're going to find there's a suitable insole for anyone. So I've been a paying customer of Heffelux for years now, and I personally find them to be extremely comfortable. So if you guys want to check them out and try a pair for yourself, be sure to use the code SEANGO at checkout to get 15% off your entire purchase. So before I begin this review, I just want to give a huge thank you over to Puma Canada for sending me over this pair. This is part of an upcoming collaboration between Pokemon and Puma, which features a series of footwear and apparel showcasing some of Pokemon's most iconic and legendary characters, such as this one, which highlights Squirtle. So this pair releases on November 12th for a price of $80 US, and I suspect it's going to be roughly 110 Canadian dollars. And the official colorway for this shoe is Petit 4 and Nitro Blue. So Squirtle is definitely one of Pokemon's most iconic characters, and he is a water-based Pokemon. So you'll see throughout this shoe, there's a ton of references and color choices that give nod to this fact. So first things first, here's a quick look at the box, and this comes in a custom box just for this collection. On the top, we have this red colored lid featuring the characters that are highlighted in the collection, like Gengar, Pikachu, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. And then on the side of the lid, we have both Pokemon and Puma co-branding. As for the shoes, so this is your classic Puma Suede silhouette. And as we dive into the details, first off, on the toe box, you'll see that this portion here is constructed out of this very buttery pale blue colored suede. This blue suede covers where the eyelets of the shoe are as well, and then beneath this, the remainder of the sneaker is covered in this light gray colored suede. Pressed onto the lateral side, we have Puma Suede branding, along with these perforations underneath this, and then stitched on either side of the shoe, we have that signature Puma stripe, which is constructed in this patent leather, and if you look real closely, we have these simulated water droplets that are glued on top of this as well, which I thought was a really nice touch, and it was executed perfectly. On the heel, we have this vibrant blue patent leather, and we have a cutout on the top revealing this water droplet logo, referencing the fact that Squirtle is a water-based Pokemon. In terms of laces, so these come with two different lace options. The default standard lace are these flat style laces in this blue color, but they also give you a thinner white colored lace as well. Underneath this, the tongue is constructed out of that same soft blue colored suede, and at the top we have this leather tag with Puma along with a headshot of Squirtle. And hanging off the shoe, they also give you this hang tag as well, featuring that same Squirtle graphic once again. On the back of the tongue, we have this special tag featuring a Pokeball along with the numbers 007, 008, and 009, which are the Pokédex numbers for Squirtle, his evolved version, which is Wartortle, and then the evolved version of that, which is Blastoise. And then moving on, the back of the tongue and the interior liner of this shoe, this is lined in this pale blue colored synthetic leather. And then as far as the insole goes, this is just your standard thin foam lined insole. It's done in this blue color, and we have the silhouettes of those three respective Pokemon that I just mentioned. So the upper of the Puma Suede sits atop this rubber cupsole, which is done entirely in this semi-translucent greenish blue sort of tone. It really gives off the appearance and vibe of water, which I thought was a really creative choice to do. And then turning the shoe over to the bottom, so you see the outsole is done in that same semi-translucent finish, and we have that classic X-based traction pattern running from heel to toe. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these Squirtle Suedes. And for those wondering about sizing, so I feel like if you have narrow feet, you can probably go a half size down in these if you like more of a snug one-to-one fit. But if you have wider feet, you'd probably want to stick true to size because the Puma Suede runs a little bit narrow around this front toe box area. So I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. Puma Canada sent me this pair in a size 10, and they fit me perfectly from a width perspective, but I feel like they are a little bit long. But I would hesitate to go a half size down if you have wider feet because of what I just mentioned with the toe box being a little bit more narrow. Next up, in terms of the comfort, so unfortunately the Puma Suede isn't that comfortable of a sneaker. It feels very firm, very stable, and lower to the ground, and that's kind of what you expect when you're wearing a shoe like this. But if you're looking for a shoe that's very soft, very pillowy, with a lot of cushioning, then you probably won't like these. But still, the Puma Suede is very popular casually for a reason, and obviously a lot of people like how they feel underfoot. So if you're someone that likes more of those minimalistic retro sneakers, then this will still be a great shoe to wear for everyday casual use. Last but not least, in terms of the overall quality and craftsmanship, so first off, material quality, I thought it was solid. Specifically, the suede that they utilized on the shoe felt very soft, very buttery. You run your fingers across the suede, you can see the changing of the colors, and it doesn't give off like a synthetic felt-like feel. However, the patent leather felt a lot more synthetic, as well as the leather used on the inner liner as well. So clearly for a shoe that cost $80 USD, Puma's definitely not gonna throw on the top level of materials on this shoe, but for what we're getting for the price point, it's really not that bad. And from an overall build and craftsmanship standpoint, my pair was pretty flawless. I thought there were no issues at all with this pair. The only minor thing is that when you smell the shoe, it kind of gives off a sweet smell. So maybe it's the glue or something like that, but I didn't mind it at all personally. So with all that out of the way now, let me throw these on feet and I'll show you guys how these look. So I was a kid growing up in that era when Pokemon really blew up in North America. And I'm not just saying that because I have this shoe, but Squirtle was always my favorite of those 3 Pokemon that you could choose from Professor Oak. But not only that, I actually think that this shoe is the best executed from the entire pack. I think it's designed subtle enough that you can really wear these without drawing too much attention to the fact that this is a Pokemon collab, but it also doesn't hurt that the Puma Suede is probably the nicest silhouette that they've offered in that pack. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this Pokemon and Puma Squirtle Suede. What are your overall thoughts on this entire collection? Are you a fan of it? Do you think it looks a little bit childish? Are you not a fan of it at all? Whether you love it or hate it, drop a comment down below. I'm curious to know what you guys have to say. And as always, if you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on IG at sgo8, follow my Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.